I'm here with Darius Cooper's mother and father, not knowing that where's the photograph that we met in 2011. Get the photograph in 2011, somewhere not two, it was either 12 or 13, either 2012, 13 or 14, somewhere around there. Because I'm looking at the blue ring. I'd lost the blue ring, and it's so sad. It's so sad. There's a photograph of him and I. Look at it. Really, really, it's really. You got that? Yeah, it's really, really sad, ma'am. Well, Dad, come this way. I just. When was the last time you spoke to your son?
I fried some fish and that was around 8 o'clock. He eat opposite. He had something to eat and next thing you know, he went to bed in the bathroom and
Somebody call him out.
And then that's when the mother said, "Where you going, boy? Where you going? And
And I'll tell you this, and who vex loss, yeah? I'll tell you this, and I'll say it on national television. The answer to this whole thing lies by that car wash. Somebody knows something and they just don't want to talk. And who vex loss? You understand? Who vex loss? Somebody knows it had that because it had a confrontation. But it had people just know, and it's not no drugs thing. It's nothing. And look, the mother is here. The mother is, and I know the mother. I met her many years ago, and ever so often he will see me and talk with me, Darius, and only found out today it was him, and it had nothing to do with no drugs, no gang, no weeding, nothing. It somebody, boyfriend, could assist with this investigation. That's all I could tell you today. It's just long time you could go wrong a girl and people might just get vexed something, but somebody, boyfriend, particular young lady boyfriend, knows about this and could assist with this investigation. Ma'am, I am here to tell you the truth. Your son was no drug dealer, no gun racketer.
Yeah.
You understand? Your son wasn't pushing no drugs by whatever. If certain people around this area doesn't want to clear your son's name, I am telling you, I'm not, the world not hearing it from you, they're hearing it from me. Because that is the story behind it. It has nothing to do with drugs, it has nothing to do with cocaine, it has nothing to do with gang thing. As much as there are people who want to go on social media and say and give people the perception, well, it's gang thing and it's this and that, it has nothing to do with gang. It has to do with a certain girl, her boyfriend, ex-man. They just way to understand it. So I just want to tell you, Dad, what is your name?
Cooper.
Cooper, Mr. Cooper, your son did not die for no drugs, no guns. Your son was a good boy, a decent boy, a port employee, right? He used to work in the port. He did not get shoot for nothing like that. So, sir, I think I have a duty to come and tell you, and just to clear the air, that he was not killed for nothing like that. But I'm very disappointed with persons around here who know better and don't want to come out and clear the air. That's all.
Yeah. I hear you.
You understand?
Yeah.
A real disappointment. It's a disappointing thing. I mean, the mother you can't even console her because, as you can see, I mean, you lose your son. I mean, when was the last time you spoke to your son, ma'am?
About an hour before it happened.
An hour before. Did you not tell him not to go out after the phone call?
Yeah.
So the person said, come by the car wash.
I don't know what is the exact conversation, but he just told me he was going to take a little lime
By the car wash.
out the road there.
Okay.
And I tell him, look at the hour, it's so late. You have to work. Why don't go in your bed and rest yourself? And he said, I'm just going to take a little lime. I'll come back just now.
You all heard the shots from here?
Everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody.
The whole village.
When you heard that shots, I sure you just felt something was wrong. Right?
Yeah. Because it was loud.
Everybody in the village heard it.
It's not nothing you can tell a parent, to lose their child. It's a nice home, it's a beautiful home they have here, and hard-working people, decent, very, very respect. The Coopers are very respectable people, you know, decent people, law-abiding people. All I ask is that for people in the area, just to clear the air, please, because it's not nice knowing that somebody's son died and, you know, there are persons, you know, just spreading a rumor it was drugs and this and that and weed thing, and they were selling weed by car wash, and, you know, not at all. It's a woman, a certain young lady, an ex-man. That is what, and I can't even say ex because the person was telling me she and that man still link up. So I just want people to know it is not even my ex-man. It is a person. She had a relation. She was still involved with that person. She still used to see him, talk to him, yet she was talking to Darius. You understand? And that's how this thing go. So it was no drugs, it wasn't nothing. So once you have information, you can go to my ADVERTISE and let me know what's happening. But it's really, really sad. Mr. Cooper, you have anything in closing to say? I mean, how you describe your son before we go?
But he was such a cool guy. He liked his work. He liked to dress.
He loved to dress.
Well, I mean, you know how one, two ladies might, well, you know, but he loved to dress. And
but there's no crime in that, Mr. Cooper.
Everybody's a street bread here. Everybody loved him. Everybody.
He was never a rude fella. Very respectable morning. Good evening.
Everybody,
hi auntie, hi uncle.
If you come here, you kind of young girls, what that people come to look for him. Everybody.
I know, kind of adding it up, but playing this man see me calling me uncle thing. I say, boy, relax with this uncle thing with you. You understand, Uncle Ian? Relax with that. I say, well, it's only now I realize that wait now. I know this guy. I remember seeing him a lot of times in the mall and whatnot.
Everybody.
I don't know if I'd bounce him up in Trin City at time or Gulf City. Am I right? He said go to Trin City or Gulf City?
Two places.
Yeah, I know I bounced him up in the mall already. Yeah. I imagine you just lose your son just so that, and their persons don't want to straighten it. They don't want to clear the air, nothing, you know. It's really, really terrible. Really, really terrible. Yeah. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we clear the air. We just want people to know. So if you are friends with Darius and you know, you can go to ianallen.org, my website, and send us information anonymously. I mean, we don't want to know your name, just send us information anonymously that we could go after these people that did this. Full stop. That is all. Full stop.
That makes sense.
Just go to my website and just send us the information anonymously. You'll see how to follow the forms and whatnot. Just tell us, call names, nobody would know. Because as you can see, what you can tell her, you can't console this woman. You can't, there's nothing you can tell her. There's nothing you can tell her. Nothing. You know what is to lose your son. And I mean, you hearing the gunshots. Your son, you know, not talk to your son. No, telling him, well, boy, don't go outside now. Just relax a little bit home now. He say, Mommy, I'm just going on the road right there. But you know, it in the zone here, taking our car to go on the road. He right there, just right there. Just right by the road. Lineman, just sit down. Maybe let. It just, you know, it's just something else that while you home, you hearing these shots. You heard all the shots there, all the shots. And it's just crazy. So, miss, we're going to try my best. I'm going to try my best to make sure we get some kind of justice. You understand? Some kind of justice. We send it out, you know, to everybody to let them know that if they have any information, get in contact with me. You can take her inside, ma'am. I'll put her through this. Go inside and sit down. Thanks again, Mr. Cooper.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. All right, I'll come on.